Hi guys, today I'm here with Miss Judy from the Alexandria House, and basically we're going to take a twist on things, and she's going to be interviewing me instead of me interviewing her. So let's see how this goes, because I'm just saying I've never done this before. So let's go.
So here we go. It's wonderful to have you here, Belle. We're just very thrilled.
Thank you.
And so I'm going to ask you just a few questions.
Okay. So
my first one is, how did you find out about Alexandria House?
Actually, someone that I knew was a resident here, so pretty interesting.
So for those who haven't had a chance to be here or heard, so folks know that we're a long-term shelter for single women and women with children who are homeless. What did you think, my next question, when you arrived here the first time?
You know what, as soon as I walked into the doors, I was like, oh my goodness, this home is so cozy. It's so welcoming. And I just love it here. And actually up here, you can't see, but up here it has a bunch of like nice words like happiness, patience. It's so wonderful. And I love spending time with all of the kids here. It's so amazing.
Well, my experience of having met you is that you're truly someone who brings a lot of happiness and a lot of patience.
Thank you.
And you are about ready to do a very interesting activity with the kids who are here.
Yes.
30 kids. Can you just share a little bit about what you're going to be doing?
So today I'm going to be making slime with the kids at the Alexandria House. And basically why I chose to make slime is because, well, to be honest, it's pretty popular right now, and what kid doesn't love slime? And also, it's not just for fun, it's also educational, because if you think about it, it's a science project, because you have the glue and then the activator, and you're mixing it together to make something. So it's an experiment.
So you really put everything together for us.
Yes.
The kids will have a great time, learn something. And I know we'll go away very happy, because slime is big these days.
Yes, it really is.
So another thing we were very lucky to receive is one of your books. It's Stuffy, the Lucky Puppy.
Yes.
Can you just tell us all a little bit about this book? And then I have just a question I wanted to ask you about it.
So actually, I wrote this book when I was 7 years old, and I had been bullied before, and it really hurt me. So I wanted to show kids that they needed to be themselves. So basically, this little puppy right here is Stuffy, the very lucky puppy. And as you can see, he's blue, and his friends are red, and one of them is yellow. So they're pretty odd colors. So they go to the park one afternoon, and they get bullied by it, and it really hurts their feelings. So basically, it's the climax in the book is basically about, are they going to choose to be themselves, or are they going to change to please others? And of course, at the end of the book, they choose to be themselves, because that's the right thing to do.
So I think it's a very important message for all of us. There's definitely a lot of separation and a lot of bullying going on.
Yeah.
But if you had a vision, or your vision of what would be a very caring community, what would it look like if things really were the way that your three main characters saw that it could happen?
Well, basically, it's just as simple as others accepting people, and people accepting how they are, because it's just horrible how our world is, and that's what it revolves around, not doing that. So we just need to learn to accept, even if it's something different than what we're used to. We need to get used to it, because people are different than us, and if everybody was the same, the world would just be boring. So it's great that everybody is so different, because it just makes everything how it is.
Well, that's a critical message for today. My last question, and I think we have a few friends who may want to ask you a couple more, but my last question is, if you had to describe your experience so far of Alexandria House in one word, what word would you end up putting on a wall hanging, or how would you describe it?
I think that I would describe it as caring, because this house is just, it's caring. That's all I can say is the word caring, because that's what it's made up of. This is all just from care and love. So So,
Well,
yeah.
we try to do it, and you definitely have shown a lot of care. It's thrilling when you come, and we so appreciate you finding us and doing fun
Thank you.
activities. And I'm going to bow out and say thank you, and I'm going to see, I think we have 2 or 3 young people there who also would like to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
And we'll look forward to when you're here next time.
Yes, I do too. Okay, so this is Leilani and this is Violet, and they're here to each ask me a question. So first, who wants to go first? Oh, okay. Violet?
What encouraged you to title Stuffy the Lucky Puppy?
Okay, so your question is what encouraged me to title my book Stuffy the Lucky Puppy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically, like I mentioned before, Stuffy is blue, and that's something that's very different about him. But I think that he's so lucky to be born with blue fur, because have you guys ever seen a dog walking on the street with blue fur?
Nope.
I haven't either, so he is a very lucky puppy. Okay, your turn.
Your turn. What encouraged you to write this book for kids?
Well, basically what encouraged me is I was actually bullied before, and it really hurt me, so I thought that this was a fun way to put it, but also emotional. But I really, like, now that I look back at it, it's crazy to me that I would write this at 7, but it's true. And basically that's why, because I was bullied, and it really hurt me really badly, so. I had so much fun today making slime at the Alexandria House. It's a great source of team building skills and a fun science project. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!